This episode is brought to you by Burns Motors, your Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram dealer of the Rio Grande Valley. Also brought to you by Sumo Ramen and Bar of McAllen, tasty ramen bowls that pack a punch.
Welcome to another episode of Ultimate Warrior Fighting Podcast. Today we're here at a great gym, Unity Gym with Ray Rodriguez, the judge. And today we're doing an interview with our co-main event, Chris Pachero.
Boss. Hello, sir.
How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. It's been a good minute, and glad to be here. This is a whole new thing, like restarting everything, but so good to see you, sir.
Yes, yes. I'm excited. The last time I remember us being together was back at the Corpus Christi Arena, where we had that tournament of warriors, and we were just starting off, and you put on a great show. You remember that?
Thank you, sir. Yeah, that was back at the American Bank Center, UWF, the Tournament of Warriors, the opening round.
Yeah,
where I fought Ray Trujillo.
That's right.
Oh my goodness, we went the full distance.
It was an awesome fight, man. It had everything in it. Takedown, just going head to head. I mean, it was an all around good fight. I was excited.
Those fights are always like super fun to watch and like experience when you're on the outside, but to experience it from the inside, not so fun. So, yeah.
And if I remember correctly, Ray's a pretty formidable opponent.
Yeah, extremely formidable. You know, I was hoping one day we'd be able to run it back again because that was such a good matchup, but it never came to be. But oh my goodness,
never say never with me, because I have this way of just bringing people out of retirement.
Oh my goodness!
And hopefully, you're going to start seeing some of. Some people that you know and you recognize that it's going to be good. But let's talk about coming up again, just as I alluded, January 31st, 2025 in Hidalgo, the Pain Arena. You're headlining. You're fighting a person that you know. DJTNT Fuentes. And tell me, how do you feel about it?
Man, I think that's a great matchup. You know, me and him, we've been kind of like running in parallel our careers. You know, we've never crossed paths. You know, we've always been, for whatever reason, maybe different weight class or whatever, but different organization, whatever the case may be. But you know, we've always had the same kind of career paths going at the same time, and so us finally now crossing paths at this moment is going to be it's going to be something you don't want to miss.
Well, not only that, but you guys match up record-wise, the whole bit. I'm going to tell you, man, I'm excited because it's a great matchup because of your age. You're 37. Yeah. You both.
We actually, I think, just both turned 38.
You know what? That is absolutely right. You're a couple days. That is right. I forgot all about it. Both the guys turned 38, so that even makes it even better because you're right. And then your careers is the way you were saying about your careers being parallel is absolutely correct because you're at a stage where both you guys lost your last couple fights, so you guys have something to prove. And man, I can't wait when people have something to prove. That means you guys are going to come out to brawl.
We're going to bring it.
You're going to bring it, and that's what's the exciting thing about our event, that bringing up the matchups that I think are good. And again, man, I'm excited that you guys are headlining it, and then also tell me a little bit where we're here in this awesome training facility with somebody that's great and dear to me too, because he also fought in the Tournament of Warriors in that same event that you were.
Yeah, all of us.
Tell me a little bit about this training facility.
We all go back and being here now after the whole transition of everything, like from
because you moved from Corpus to here.
I moved from Corpus actually to El Paso and then to here. And so there's been I don't know.
Life. It's called life.
A roller coaster ride. You know, but now
it's
being
called
here,
life.
Oh my goodness! I thought I was gonna be able to, jump in full steam, hit the ground running, and it's taken a little bit. I've been here for just about a year, and just barely now gonna be really making it happen here with Unity and all the guys and the coaches, the fighters, everybody. Ray, oh my goodness, like I know it's going to be something that they're going to push me. I'm going to do my best to push them here every day, and you know.
Man, and I'm not kidding. To have Ray, the caliber of fighter that Ray is, and being here and
I'm missing
and
out on
seeing,
rolling right now,
man. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm not kidding. You're really coming to. You're going to come and bring it that day because, again, and I think from what I understand is that we possibly might have a couple of the guys from here also going up there. So I'm sure Ray is going to be cornering you guys. I'm hoping he's going to be right there, and that's going to bring that little extra thing because it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. It's going to be intense. Let me ask you, man, getting prepared because your last fight was in 23, I think. What's your mental? Tell me your mental and also what it takes in your training regimen. Talk a little bit about that.
Sir. Like trying to have something to prove, trying to make up for past performances not being so great. The same thing with DJ. I'm sure. I've been going against I don't know how many like number one contender guys back to back to back. Everybody that's either former UFC or they're right on their way to UFC, and so it's been nothing but just not a killer's row. It's been one after another of anybody. I'm glad to be in that position to where that's what the kind of fights I'm being offered. But at the same time, it doesn't give me any chance to take a break and like a reset against somebody that's maybe. I don't know, not like a gimme fight or anything like that, but it from number one contender literally and the number one welterweight, number one lightweight back to back, and like things like that are just.
Well, let me ask you, and that's a good point. So what I said earlier about you and DJ being so matched up really, really well, age, records, you guys been around, you've had the layoff, you guys are coming back. How does that help you? Or what's your mentality on that aspect? Is it tell me how does that?
Me and him both having a lengthy career and both having these little bit of a layoff type things happening. Us coming to meet up, I think we have kind of a very similar approach to it. We're ready, like we're ready to put on a show for everybody.
So the layoff kind of helped with you healing, and
sometimes life forces you to have a layoff. Sometimes
right? Well,
things
that's
happen
true.
where you're just oh my goodness,
that's true.
And like back during COVID and all that stuff, I had a 3-year layoff during that time, and so
that affects your mentality.
There's a lot of different things go into it, and then you try to get yourself back into the mode of like, okay, here, this is how we would do it before. We're going to do it again like that, and things sometimes take time, to build up, to getting yourself going again.
And you know what? It's
the older you get, the harder it is.
Well, it's understandable. So let me ask you this too. So with you saying that, getting yourself with a team and coming to a facility like that with a coach and a mentor like Ray here, what does that do for your game? So that way we can, so DJ can see this. Oh shit!
I don't want to reveal anything and everything.
You want to say it? But I'm serious. What does that do for your game? Does it? Do you pick it up?
It's a tremendous amount of help. It's a tremendous amount of support and us pushing each other.
How about techniques,
everything?
What's your style? What's your style that do you lean on? Because a lot of the guys, DJs is jiu-jitsu. What is yours?
I've been primarily known for striking, but I actually have more submission ones than I do like TKOs.
Right.
And so, I just need to be all around. That's what I need to be. That's what has gotten me, given me success in my career in the past, and that's what I look to do now. With wrestling, jiu-jitsu. Whether it's boxing and the clinch, Muay Thai,
basically, pretty much you want to focus on all the things. Yes, and again,
and he's known to be a banger as well. He's not just gonna
absolutely. And again, it's amazing the parallels of the way you guys talk, because he says the same thing about the layoff and something to prove and just getting that. I mean, I'm telling you, it really gives me goosebumps. I'm not kidding, because you guys are at that same. If I had to pick a matchup,
we have a lot of
similarities.
Common opponents. Also, we've gone against.
You guys have fought a lot of the same guys. So again, and so you being here and training in this is, I'm sure gonna elevate you and help you. And
I might look a little heavy right now, but by that time, I'm going to be super lean and mean.
You live in San Antonio, right?
Yes, just moved here to San Antonio. During Hurricane Harvey back in 2017, we ended up evacuating and going to El Paso and being out there for, ended up moving over there. We were like, it was like a crash test, making it over there.
Oh, wow, in El Paso, man, wow.
But my sister had been out there for already like going on 15 years, I think, at that time, or somewhere around
so
that.
You had family up there.
Yeah, and
That's
so
good.
she was like convinced us, like, hey, why don't you move out here? And so at the time where we were living at in Corpus was literally like 3 streets from the water. And
so I remember, because,
I came back to, trees in the backyard and everything. It was just like,
I remember Harvey was pretty,
So we ended up going out over there, staying out there in El Paso for a good minute, and it was very nice and beautiful and everything. Very much enjoyed all the training with all the guys over there. Some of the guys at 10th Planet, City Wolves, Jack, what's up? Everybody, at Handsome Muay Thai, all the good stuff, all the guys around, and a lot of great experience. But then after a while, like we knew eventually we weren't gonna stay permanently, and we knew eventually we wanted to be closer to like our home base, basically, which is South Texas,
And why San Antonio?
And San Antonio has just been something like, oh my goodness, it's always been on our list. I would say, and it I think it took like a little bit of rerouting, to get us here, but it's the right time, God's timing, as they say, right? And so.
There's always a plan. There's always a plan, and guess what?
All the training with all the guys here, I was looking
I was going to say, guess what? Look where it ended up, and looking at the facility, the cage in the back. So I'm telling you, man. Not to say anything to DJ, man, because I love you, man, but he doesn't have a cage in his place. So how important is to have a cage for when you're training?
It's really great. It's really it helps out with the knowing, how to manage yourself, how to circle properly within a cage, not to just get too banged up, going in the wrong direction, basically, and not knowing how to control your spacing.
Right.
And so things like that, those are crucial things that you'll take into the fight.
Well, and so it sounds like this was a match made in heaven, as you would say. Again, Chris, I appreciate you coming here and taking time, because you just heard he's missing, because in the background, as you guys might not be able to see, they're training. So I came in here and just wanted to stop by and wanted to do a little feature with Chris here, because I think it's important to see what everything is about. So again, thank you,
sir.
And
Thank you.
We're going to be seeing each other more. And by the way, if I haven't told you, I'm going to put you on the spot right here. On the day that we come out, the opening press, I want you there, because you and Ray are going to face off. I want you guys to see each other.
We're not going to have any scrimmages or everything. I'm pretty sure we're going to.
No, you guys respect, but I just want that feeling, that atmosphere, what's to come. So again, thank you for tuning in, and this was brought to you by Burns Motors, your Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram dealer of the Rio Grande Valley. Thank you. Ray, here's the owner, the main guy. Ray, man, it's good to see you. Last time we saw each other was Tournament of Warriors. Yep. Actually, in the same event that Chris was fighting that night. He was fighting Ray, and you were very victorious. Yep. So tell us a little bit where you been and what's been going on.
Man, so since that fight, I don't even know what year that was.
That was 2013.
2013, man. So that was my first professional fight.
That's right.
First professional fight, and I had the honor of being able to fight for you guys, and just been busy since then. I think my career, I have 24 pro fights now. I was able to fight in different promotions in the region.
You made it to the big game.
Made it to the big game. I was able to be pound for pound in the state of Texas in 2 separate weight classes. So I've just been busy, been super busy. It's been about 3 years since I fought, man, and we've recently opened up this academy, Unity Training Center, and it's going amazing, man. Right now we have about 18 fighters on our roster, pro and amateur, 200 students all together, and we have competitions all the time, man.
Right.
Also, beautiful wife, 4 children, 4 grandchildren.
Oh, grandchildren.
4 grandchildren. Big family.
And here I thought I had 8 kids, and I have 1 grandson, and glad to have it. And also, Ray, I got to tell you, man, the facility right off, very easy access to get here. What I love the best